During my 26 years of waiting upon the Lord for a dear friend and spouse and best friend, wife, I suffered and endured many types of emotion, and I want to share them with you and encourage you of what will happen in the end. So I made a list of the feelings that you may go through or you may have gone through, all the ones that I went through, just to show you that I can sympathize and understand how many of you feel. So these are the kind of feelings you will have, or you may have had, or will have, while you wait longingly for that special person in your life. So number one, a deep hunger and thirst for closeness from that special person in your life. Number two, you feel famished and utterly deprived of even a hug from the opposite sex. Number three, a longing that makes you groan and ache deep within. Number four, you see many others with a partner to talk to and touch and to have fun with, and yet you've been denied even the slightest blessing to help you through the hurt. Number five, no one to share your life's happy times with, no one to go on holiday with, no one to share Christmas with, etc., or Valentine's Day, whatever it might be. Number six, you see your brother or sister's friends blessed and having someone to hold or cuddle up to, and you are deeply in pain and longing, but no one for you year after year. Number seven, you hunger so much, you are driven to tears and rivers of tears, crying to God for mercy and help. You wonder if He really loves you and cares for you. How could He be so cruel to you? This is how you feel. Number eight, sometimes you are so hurt, you pull over the car if you drive a car and you cry in deep pain to God. Number nine, you begin to have dreams of being close to someone, holding them or hugging them. You feel the delight of it, the loveliness, and then you wake up to the cruel pain of reality that there's no one in your life. Number 10, you help to lead others to a party and see their joy, yet their joy causes you to feel pain even more because you're still without. Number 11, from time to time you may bump into somebody and someone may touch your hand or get pressed up to you close in a bus or a tube. They're attractive and beautiful, and that hurts you even more. You're so near yet so far from the touch of that person every day. Number 12, year after year goes by, you feel so desperate and tempted to date anyone, to feel some closeness to relieve you from your pain and loneliness, but you know deep down it's not worth it. These are the kind of feelings that I went through for those many years, but towards the end the Lord began to improve how I felt. So yeah, these are the feelings I had. I had to live my life all those years with no one to share my life with, no one to talk to of the opposite sex who cared about me or loved me. I learnt some valuable lessons, and that was the joy of the Lord is your strength, and that in His presence is fullness of joy. These two scriptures became very powerful to me. True happiness and strength comes only from Jesus. I learnt to fall in love with Jesus and treat Him as if He were my special one. I began to share everything with Him, my day and work, holidays, etc. He became my true love. By the time I met my wife-to-be, no one else in the whole world could ever make me feel happier and more full in life than He could. Yet my human nature still needed a wife and companion. So many people never get to the point of spiritual romance. Yet with it, you can love your partner so much more, and not be mortally dependent upon them for meaning of life. The Bible says, seek the Lord first, and then allow Him to fill your life with utter glory and fullness. Before you do this, your wait for that special one will be 100 times more bearable, and you'll be a far better wife or husband through going through this, and through putting Jesus first. Put your love and efforts into Jesus first, and you will reap the reward. So I can say now, each day, my greatest delight and joy and fullness in life is meeting the Lord in the early hours of the morning. My dear wife and son come second in this meaning to life. My true hunger is for Jesus and His overflowing fullness in my life. So be encouraged. The Lord is with you, and all these feelings are part of that process. But seek the Lord, put Him first, and you will reap that wonderful, wonderful reward.